We got some Power Rangers thing going on back here. I don't like that. I don't like this clip art. This looks like Microsoft 1998. Christmas bros, welcome back to DJ Logo Review. In last week's DJ setup review video, I asked you bros to send in your DJ logos for review. Shout out to all the 150 people who sent in their logo for review. That is an all-time high. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe we got 150. I thought the more we did this, the less and less we were gonna get, but turns out we're getting even more submissions. Shout out to everybody who sent in their logo for review. Additionally, if you'd like to take part of next week's setup review, not logos, please don't email me logos this week. Please email me your DJ setups, because next week we're going back to reviewing DJ setups. And without further ado, let's get started. Martin from the Netherlands sends us the first logo for review, and I like the fact that this is flat, but I'm also kind of not feeling the flow that this logo has going on. I'm not really feeling this arrow here. It's cut out weird. The stroke that it's got here really makes it stand out. If you guys take a look here closely, you guys can see that it was kind of cut out a little bit weird, so I'm not feeling this. It looks kind of like they did a bad job on this. Drive in show motion. I wonder what you do. I get that you were trying to show motion with this arrow, but I feel like this logo is totally inconcise. I'm gonna just go ahead. You gotta go back to the drawing board with this. You need to get this reworked. Next logo comes in from Fabricio Valdez. Thank you for sending in your logo, and I actually really like this logo. I've said it before, I'm not really a big fan of including props in your logos. Think of banks. Think of Chase, Wells Fargo. None of those banks have money signs or cash in their logo, but yet you still understand what they do. So just be careful when using props. This prop is actually not that bad. It's placed well. It makes sense. It's supposed to be an eye, and it's pretty nicely hidden. I would, however, like to see this logo without the cord, just because, again, it's overly stating it. With just the microphone, I think we get it. But this is actually a pretty good logo. I'm feeling the crown. I like the name of Party Kings Entertainment. That's pretty dope. I like this. Beats and Eats. Oh, this is a cool logo. There's a lot of DJs out there that do catering too. Is this a husband and wife? Yeah, my wife and I own a catering and DJ business together. She's a chef and I'm the DJ. Oh man, that's a dangerous combination. I like this. I like this a lot. I will say this is a bit more of a playful logo, but you also got to be careful with logos like this because it's very cartoonish. It's very playful, and it borderlines like, hey, should I take you seriously? You even got a Black and Mild, or is that supposed to be a cigar? You even got a cigar in your mouth, so you got to be careful with this, because with this, you're going to turn off some clientele with this. But the logo itself is actually good, just from strictly a design perspective. The graphics was done beautifully. I feel like somebody who's going for a more elegant touch for their events might be turned off by this, but the logo is great, man, and I love it. I love the eats and beats. I like this whole combination. Three Kings Entertainment. I actually really like this logo. This is a logo that's nicely done. I'm feeling this lion here. This is fire with the crown. Only problem I have with this is just the turntables down here. They look kind of cheesy, but this is a logo that's nicely done. I'm just not feeling these turntables. Chaos sends us this next logo. This looks like a Nickelodeon sign. This one, I feel like this one screams like you're a painter, like you do paint. It doesn't scream DJ for me. If you are in a DJ business, I feel like this is a logo that kind of needs to be reworked, just because this paint splatter here just kind of gives off the vibe that you're in a different industry. Liquid Sound Productions. I like this logo. I have no complaints with this logo. I think it's pretty dope. This is a concise logo. It's a clean logo. I actually really like this. Is this part of your logo though, all these waves, or is just this part of your logo? Photo booth, DJ, photography, and more. First Class Entertainment, El Paso, Texas. This is actually pretty nice. I actually really like this logo. I like the colors. I like the photo booth, DJ, photography, and more. It's nicely incorporated within the logo. First Class Entertainment, loving that. El Paso, Texas, established 2018. I said this in my past logo review. You got to be careful whenever your logo logo has an established and year. Having the year that you were established, especially in our industry, I get why other industries do it. It's, you know, it's a flex. It shows that you've been in business for a long time, and it shows that you know what you're doing. But in the entertainment business, it's like a double-edged sword, because it shows me that you haven't been in business for very long. You've only been in business for 2 years, so it kind of makes me shaky. It's like, did this guy just start DJing in 2018? And if your company's super old, that might also turn me off, because it's like, damn, is this gonna be some old dude DJing my wedding? Like, do I really want that? In our industry, it doesn't really work, in my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below about that. But in my opinion, it's like, it's a double-edged sword, and you don't win either way. If it's too old, people are gonna think you're dated, you're not hip, you're not down with the new music. And if it's too new, people are gonna think you don't know what you're doing. So for our industry, I don't think these really work. Lyle Fortiu. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. I actually kind of like this. I'm not really feeling this 3D kind of effect that you got going on here. It actually kind of works. I typically don't like it when it's a 3D logo, but this one actually works. I'd like to see what this looks like flat. Do you ever use it flat, or do you always have all this extra design that you got going on back here? This is actually nicely done from a design perspective. It works, but I'm not feeling the 3D. Maybe just get rid of this stuff, man, and then just rock with the flat logo. I'd like to see what that looks like. DJ Bing. All right, DJ Bing, I like what you got going on here with your name. I don't like this. This is just overly stating what you do. You got headphones. I'm guessing this is vinyl, and then you got waveforms. This is just a little bit too much. Just because you're a DJ and you're in entertainment business doesn't mean that you need to have headphones, that you need to have vinyl, that you need to have waveforms or levels, whatever these are. It doesn't mean that you have to incorporate that. When you do that, it just overemphasizes it, and it makes your logo dated and a little tacky, in my opinion. So I would just rock with this and maybe get a different emblem to rock with. DJ Pokemix, or Pokemix, El Padrino del Sabor. That's funny. I actually kind of like this logo. This is more of a sonidero logo. So as a DJ logo, I don't like it. I don't like the 3D. As a sonidero logo, this is one of the better sonidero logos that I have ever seen. It doesn't have all the extra stuff that sonideros usually throw in this. So this is actually a pretty concise, modern logo for the sonidero side of things. From a DJ entertainment side of things, it's a little bit much for me, but this is actually a nice logo. I'd like to see what this looks like when you have the flat version. I think if you have the flat version, this would actually look really nice, really modern. DJ Rob Style Music. All right, Rob Style, you got kind of like a Star Wars thing going here, but this font, man, this font is tacky. It's dated. This logo, unfortunately, needs to be totally reworked. It's kind of got a Star Wars feel. I get the Star Wars feel here, but it just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look like this was done professionally. The design on this one borderlines amateurish. I think you need to go back to the drawing board with this one and just get it reworked. DJ On Cue, I actually kind of like this. I like that you got this thing right here on the O. It could either be a power sign, I like that, or it could be a set of headphones, but it's not as blatant. What I don't like about this is that you got this N a little bit too squished in, and it's also a little bit tough to read. Like, you really have to look to see what you're saying. So I would maybe just work on the spacing of this, just because the spacing is all over the place. Like, the spacing here is different than the spacing here and here and here and here. The spacing is not concise, so it makes your logo look a little bit funky and a little bit hard to read. This N is just struggling for dear life. It looks like it's being squished by the O and the C. Also, this D right here looks more like a P than it does a D, so you would rework this. The way I would do this is I would stretch the J out back and then just have the D here, because the way it looks right now, it says PJ On Cue, and the spacing here is all over the place, so get that fixed, man. CJK Sounds from the UK sends us this logo, and alright, CJK Sound, unfortunately, it's dated. The colors are old school. This looks like a logo from the early 2000s. I feel like this logo just needs to be revamped. Maybe just start with a different color scheme. The blue and the like dark purple that you got going on just really screams early 2000s. If this was like, you know, 2001, I'd say this is a fire logo. But in 2021, this logo, in my opinion, is dated. It needs to be reworked. You can definitely have a logo that looks like this. You just need to rework it a little bit and just bring it into the modern age, just because it looks a little bit dated. But it's not that it's a bad logo. This is actually a pretty good logo. DJ Sonic, SoFly Entertainment. All right, DJ Sonic, first off, this DJ thing is just totally throwing off. Just get rid of it. It doesn't even look like this font is the same as this font. So I would just go ahead and just get rid of this DJ Sonic and just be Sonic. Trust me, we'll get it that you're a DJ based on the entertainment thing that you got going on here. Also, this O circle thing here, in my opinion, gives you a bit of a Jesus vibe that you got going on here. So what I would personally do is I would personally just rock with the head. If you want to have the head built in, just maybe make this head a little bit bigger. Maybe just tighten this up a little bit. I don't know if that's supposed to be part of the font. I see it here too, so it might be part of the font. But I think you should just close this gap just a little bit, just because this S kind of looks candy cane-ish here. Mic Drop Productions. This is actually a pretty nice logo. I like what you got going on here. I like how the microphone was incorporated. However, I will say, this looks like a real microphone, and I feel like for this, you need more of an animated microphone. So I would maybe see if I can get this animated so that it doesn't look so real, just because it kind of clashes with your logo. Additionally, I would like a little bit more spacing in between the mic and the drop, and I would also like to see the productions brought down to the bottom. That way you don't have weird sizing issues with your font. I like this. I like this a lot. I think you did a great job. Just fix those couple of things, and this logo is going to be great. DJ Civ Entertainment sends us this next logo, and I actually kind of like this. What's the C4 thing for? Is C4 different than Civ? Because it seems like this is kind of clashing a little bit. Just get a little bit more concise with your logo, just because it feels like this is two different companies, C4 and Civ Entertainment. Maybe you can give us a little bit more explanation down in the comments below. Now, I will compliment you on these lines here that kind of resemble a piece of vinyl, a record. I'm going to compliment you on this because it's not blatant. It doesn't scream like, oh, here's a piece of record because I'm in the entertainment business. My thing has to have a record. It has to have vinyl. This looks like it, but it's not one, and I like that. I like the fact that it doesn't close all the way around. I would maybe like to see if what would happen if you stretched out this C4 and then just have this lines kind of wrap around here. Not a bad logo at all. Nicely done. Dance Party DJs. Whoa, this is a clean logo. Not a fan of the spacing here. I feel like it could be a little bit more spaced out, these two. I get that you were trying to connect these two. Aside from that, this is a clean logo. I can't really pick at anything. It's flat, it's modern. I like it. Nicely done. DJ Jason. DJ Jason. All right. This one, you got to go back to the drawing board. Unfortunately, this isn't even cut out properly. I'm not sure what this was made on. It doesn't look like this was done professionally. This is a logo that just needs to go back to the drawing board. My advice for you with this logo would just be to, you know, completely redo it. I would get rid of this entirely and just start from scratch, because you got some serious pixelation issues, some serious reading issues. It's hard to read this, and I hate how you can make out all the pixels here on the end, and it doesn't make sense to me. You gotta redo this whole thing entirely. After Dark Entertainment, DJs. Oh, I don't like the way that reads. Alright, this one just looks like it was added on afterwards. Like, oh shit, I forgot to include DJs. So just go ahead and get rid of this, because this doesn't make any sense. I like what you got going on here, After Dark Entertainment. I feel like if it was just this, it'd work. I would like to see a flat version without all these colors, because you got way too many colors. You got the red, the white, the gray, I don't like that. You got too much going on here. Let's just get a nice, concise color. If you want to have colors, maybe stick to 2 colors. I'm not feeling also this America thing that you got going on. I get it. I get what you were going for, but it's just not working. It's making it look dated. It's making it look tacky. In my opinion, if you could just get this flat, stick to 2 colors, I think it would work. DJ Eddie D, did we already review this? I feel like I've seen this logo somewhere. I don't know where I've seen this logo. All right, Eddie D, I actually like this. I don't like these waveforms. I feel like it's just, again, overstating what you do. Don't like that. Don't like the fact that every DJ has to have waveforms, vinyl. It just borderlines tacky. Maybe just get rid of this. I actually kind of like this though. This is nice. Lil Swan, aka The Future, sends us this logo. And Lil Swan, the only thing I would say is just get rid of this aka The Future and get rid of this piece of vinyl. We get that you're a DJ. I guess we would think that you were a rapper if you didn't have this piece of vinyl, but yeah, man, just get rid of this. We get it, little swan. I also like the fact that you got wings resembling a swan. That's pretty cool. Maybe just get rid of AKA the future and move that somewhere else. You get rid of this piece of vinyl, get rid of this AKA the future, and just have Lil Swan. I think you have yourself a decent logo. Spark Entertainment DJ Services. Man, you got some Power Rangers thing going on back here. I don't like that. I don't like this clip art. This looks like Microsoft 1998. Unfortunately, Spark Entertainment Services, this is just a logo that you gotta redo entirely. This is just a dated logo. Seriously dated logo. I'm not a fan of this clip art. It looks totally old school. I do like this font where the Spark is, but I don't like how the entertainment clashes with this. This is a bit more of a modern font. This is a bit more of an elegant font. These two fonts together just clash, and this thing right here, it's just not doing it for me. This is a logo that you gotta entirely redo. DJ Fiore by Soul. Oh man, all right, just get rid of this, man. Just get rid of this. This headphone is oversized. If you do want to keep this headphone, just make it to scale with the J, so bring the size down a little bit. Even if you have to go into the D, maybe just slice the D a little bit, just because this is overdone. This is just overly stating what you do. We get that you're a DJ. It's already here in your name. That doesn't even concisely merge with the J that you got going on here. You definitely got to work on the scaling of this and make it match this. I like what you got going on here with just DJ Fiore. I think if you just had that, it'd be great. Is this DJ Fiore or Fiore? Bose Productions, DJ service, light show, party planning. All right. Unfortunately, this is a logo that just got to go in the trash, brother. I'm sorry. This is just not good. It's a dated logo. It's also a slanted logo. It doesn't look elegant. It doesn't appeal to me. You got to go entirely back to the drawing board with this and just get rid of all this entirely, just because this looks like it was done amateurish. I'm sorry, but I'm a graphic designer. I know when I see amateur work. Toss it to the trash, man. You gotta get this redone. This is just dated. It doesn't look good. FDJZ. Now, this logo is not good. I don't get what you do. FDJZ. This is a bad logo. I'm sorry. I don't like this at all, man. You got to go back and redo this entire logo. I don't know what you do. I don't get it. It looks like somebody just kind of smashed some letters on a keyboard. Doesn't look good. Choi Boy Productions. Choi Boy Productions. This logo's got to go. Got to get entirely redone. I'm sorry, but this is a bad logo. I don't like this fake turntable that you got going on here. I don't like this production that you got going on here. I also don't like these spark plugs that you got going on here. This is not a good logo. You gotta go redo this entire thing. Sorry. RMB Entertainment. This looks more like a law sign logo than it does an entertainment logo. I don't like how these are squished in. I'm not feeling the backwards B. It doesn't look very nice. This is a logo that in the 90s, this logo might have been cool, but in 2021, this logo looks old school. It looks dated. This is a logo that just needs to be revamped. You can have something that looks like this, but it's not necessarily this, just because this looks old school. This looks straight out of the 90s, man. Let's go ahead and just sit down with a graphic designer and tell him, hey, I want to have something that looks like this, but I want it brought up to modern times because this looks dated and old. X's Mobile DJs. All right, I don't like this one. I do like this one. This actually kind of works. I guess I like the play sign here, Mobile DJs. A lot of you guys go for this like futuristic, post like cyberpunk-ish. I know cyberpunk just came out, but a lot of these fonts are always like techie and it borderlines kind of tacky because you've seen so many logos with this same kind of font. So just be careful when you're using these types of fonts, just because, you know, a lot of guys are using them because they look modern, but they also look tacky. So just be careful with that. This logo actually kind of works. I think it's nice. I don't like the orange one. I like the blue that you got going on here. I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more modern looking than this one. It's a good logo, man. Not bad. DJ hitting it. Whenever you include cartoons, it's a playful logo. So this makes it hard for serious clients to take you seriously. When we saw the one with the Beats and Eats, that one worked because it was playful, because they do music and they do food. And, you know, food is a bit more playful. But I feel like with DJ, you don't want to look cartoonish. You want to be taken a little bit more seriously, because with DJ, there's a bit more swagger that you give off. This looks more like the cover to a mixtape than it does a logo. I think you just need to rework this. Just go back to the drawing board and get something else done. Just because, again, this seems more like a mixtape that you put out in the 80s or in the 90s than it does a DJ logo. DJ Leon or DJ Leon Entertainment. I like what you did here with this Leon. I think this works a little bit better. Did you send in your logo last time? Did you get it updated that quick? That was fast. I feel like I seen this logo. All right, here's how to update this. Get rid of the DJ. Just be Leon Entertainment, and that's it. No need to have DJ Leon Entertainment. I also never got why DJs did this, because this is like a twofer. This is like saying like ATM machine, where you're saying automated teller machine. So this is what you're getting here. You're getting DJ and entertainment. We get it with the entertainment. No need to overly state that. So if it's just going to be Leon Entertainment, or is it going to be DJ Leon Entertainment? No need to have the DJ if you're going to be entertainment. DJ Raffy Poo. DJ Raffy Poo, unfortunately, this is a dated logo. The pixelation that you got going on here makes it seem like it's unprofessional. Not digging this at all, man. Also not digging these flares. This logo just needs to be updated. You need to go back to the drawing board and get this updated. Not feeling these headphones that you got going on here. I also don't like how this circle clashes with this, but it actually goes in the back of the letters, and then somehow it still goes in the front. Just the graphic design here is just not there for me. I also don't like this R just clashing with this, the DJ. This logo's got to be redone entirely. I'm sorry, but it's not a good logo. Sorry. Storm. Oh, I like that. You see how he included a storm thing, like a hurricane thing here? This is pretty cool. This is cool. I like this. I like this logo a lot. The only thing I don't like is the stroke. Maybe get rid of this stroke that you got on top of it, and then just leave Storm, and then boom, and just get rid of this stroke here. And then this is good, man. I like this. This is more of a clubby logo, though. I will say that. Shout out from the Bahamas. Bahamas in the buildings. Awesome. Love this, man. Is this insensitive if you're in the Bahamas? Because I know you guys get a lot of hurricanes. DJ Fabe. All right, DJ Fabe. Not feeling your logo, dude. I'm sorry. This looks like kind of like you died, dude, with the wings and the fro. Is that supposed to be you? Oh, yeah, here it is. Here are you. I get it. I get it. You have a fro, and then you have some wings. I don't like that, man. It looks like you died and went to heaven, man. This looks sad. This logo could be reworked, man. Maybe just have Fabe in between here. Get rid of the DJ. You can still keep an afro. You can still do something with this afro. In my opinion, you need to rework this logo entirely. The font is dated and the wings is just... Again, looks like you died. I'm sorry, man. All-Star Entertainment, DJ Joe. All right, DJ Joe, this logo needs to be entirely redone. This is a dated logo. I would never have the emblem on the bottom of the font. The emblem's always got to go on top. It doesn't look right when you have the emblem on the bottom. This is a logo that just needs to get tossed out and redone. I actually like this here. This actually looks way nicer than this up here. And this is not the same because there's a grunge here that you got going on in the font, and the grunge is gone. DJ Salem. Damn, this is like a Jesus vibes. This is like a church vibe. Not feeling this logo at all, man. Needs to go entirely to the drawing board. This needs to go in the trash. This is just not a good logo. This doesn't match with this. It's not concise at all. It looks like you went on Google, you found this, and then you were like, all right, let me just add DJ to that. This just isn't working, and it's also pixelated. This is a bad logo. Gotta go back and redo it entirely. Air Force Entertainment. Oh, is this from Canada? This is cool. Royal Canadian Air Force. That's dope. I thought Canada didn't have a military thing. I get this Air Force, but it just... It borderlines tackiness with the way that the graphic designer did this. You could make this work. I feel like a star would be more appropriate than headphones. I get the idea behind this logo, and I actually think the idea behind this logo could work. I just don't think it was executed correctly. I just feel like the assets that they use look a little bit clip artish, and it doesn't look like a professional did it. I like what they were going for, but it just needs to be done by somebody else. Dawson High. This is a good logo, man. I got no complaints here. I get what you were going for. I know what it says, Dawson High. There's no complaints here. This is an elegant, modern logo. No gimmicks here. It just works. This is a good logo. Automix Mobile DJ. This looks like straight out of the 90s, man. We got to get rid of this entirely. This is just not working. This is not a good logo. You got to go back to the drawing board entirely, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but this is just a dated logo. Also not feeling this font. It's hard to take you seriously with this font because it looks like the font used for a cartoon. I'm pretty sure there's a cartoon out there that uses this same font. I'm just not feeling it, man. Just not feeling it at all. This needs to be redone entirely. I'm sorry. Craven More Entertainment. This is dope. I like this. I don't like this. DJ JB. This logo is not good. Not good at all. But I do like this right here. This is good. This is good. This is not. This is good. This is not. I don't even know what this says. Sadian? This looks like a play sign. This is a tough to read one. This looks more like hieroglyphics than it does a logo. This logo kind of works, but I feel like you just need to somehow make it a little bit more legible because it is hard to read. I really don't like this here. I don't like the color scheme that you got going on here, but I do like this. So maybe just sit down with the graphic designer and see if you guys can sit down and make this a little bit more legible because it's hard to read. DJ Slain Dog. DJ Slain Dog, I'm sorry. This logo's got to be totally redone. I know this font. This is just a random ass font that has a grunge built in. I don't like the spacing here. I don't like the drop shadow that they use here. There's a drop shadow on top of a stroke. This looks like this needs to be on top of a YouTube thumbnail rather than a logo. This is a logo that you got to go back to the drawing board, sit down with the graphic designer, and have them redo it because this is dated. Finny to the max. All right, Finny to the max. This is dope. I like this. I like what this you got going on here, but this looks like, again, looks like more like the cover of an album than it does the logo of a DJ or an entertainment company. You need to get something else redone because this looks more like a cover to a mix than it does to a DJ logo. The Voice, DC, Dave Canning. I thought this was talking about DC, like as in Washington, DC, like a college football team kind of vibe. This doesn't scream to me DJ or, I don't know, karaoke. Get rid of these or find a different clip art of these because these look real and they're conflicting with your logo. So you need to sit down with a graphic designer, think about getting rid of this, and then just maybe updating this and bringing it to the 21st century. Because right now, this screams to me this is an old school. This also gives me college vibes. I don't know why. But yeah, a couple things need to be reworked with this within this logo. Adventure Begins Entertainment. Adventure Begins Entertainment. I like the mountains. I get that. Adventure. But I hate the headphones. I hate the font. Man, this needs to be entirely reworked. You can have a nice logo. If you just get some mountains and just leave it at Adventure Begins Entertainment, I'll know that you're an entertainment company. If you just have an emblem with mountains and maybe add a little bit of color, maybe give it some browns and some greens, I think this would really work. But this logo is just dated. It's tacky. You got to have a graphic designer sit down and redo this entirely. I get the vision with the mountains here, but I don't like the fonts. I don't like the headphones. They just totally clash with each other. WoW Events, unfortunately, this is a bad logo. This is not a good logo. These two just clash with each other. I can see that the graphic designer who made this went on Google, just typed in ornament and then just copied and pasted, used the most basic font and typed in WoW Events. It's just not working. I'm sorry. This needs to be thrown out and entirely redone. Audio Affair. All right. I actually kind of like this. I like what you got going on here. I don't like the spacing that you got in between the fonts. This needs to be brought down to like a 0 or maybe even less than that so that they're a little bit tighter together. I would also capitalize the A and the A here just so that it matches this A here. I like this circle here with just the A. Maybe look into possibly a different font just because I see GA. I can't get that out of my mind. I keep seeing GA like this is Georgia or something like that. I could be wrong, or maybe you are from Georgia. If that is a thing, if you are from Georgia, then this totally works. But If not, then maybe look into switching this. But I like this logo. I like this logo a lot. Just fix those things at least. DJ, pronounce Jai. Jai. DJ Jai. DJ Jai. Oh, okay. DJ Jai. DJ Jai or Hai. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. You guys probably hate me because I mispronounce all your names. I get what you were going for, man, but man, again, it's hard to take you seriously when you have a head on your logo. It's a playful logo. I keep saying that anytime I see your faces in the logos. It's a playful logo, but again, if you're going for a more serious target audience, they're gonna think the same thing I'm thinking. It's gonna say like, oh, you know, he's a bit more playful. Maybe he does like teen events. Maybe he does like kids events, just because it's super playful. Back in the day, I used to have an old Kodak camera, and it came with a Kodak software that would turn you into a cartoon. And this looks exactly like what you would get when you would put a picture of yourself in that Kodak software and hit turn into a cartoon, and you would get something like this. I would maybe see if you can get an animator to animate you, because this looks a little bit too realistic, and if you're going for a look with animation built in, you gotta go like the guys from Beats and Eats did. This is playful, but I can also see that it was done professionally. Maybe talk to the guys from Beats and Eats and talk to their graphic designer and see if maybe he can make you a logo like that. Because the only one that I've seen that works is this one. These guys did a great job, by the way. I really like this logo. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video right here. I am so sorry if I didn't get to your logo today. Maybe we'll get to it next time. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of next week's setup review video, we are doing setups, so please don't send in logos. Please send in your DJ setups. I'm talking speakers. I'm talking mixers. Send me that type of stuff. Please don't send me logos for next week's video. So please send them to the email on screen right now. Bros, thank you so much for joining me on this Vlogmas journey. We've been killing it. We only have one video left. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow because tomorrow is Christmas. If I don't talk to you guys then happy Christmas to all you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much for your love and support that I get down in the comment section. And by the way, speaking of the comment section, let me know your opinions down in the comments below. Please like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another DJ setup review video. Signing off, DJ Bar. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.